YouTube, how's it going? Different shooting from a different environment today here. As you saw in that opening scene, I'm in my basement and I just wanted to shoot this video. A lot of people are requesting for it and I want to finally get to it, but let me give you guys first a tour. So we're going to do a few things today, but the primary thing is to review these dumbbells that I bought. It's probably been about 6-7 months now since I've used them. They're the MX Select 55s, and just want to give a review and like how it's going and like what I love about them, what I don't love about them, and give an honest review. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just bought these. My last video, my unboxing, was honestly kind of a crappy video, not gonna lie, but a lot of people have viewed it, a lot of people have commented, and I've been saying, yeah, I'm gonna get to this, I'm gonna get to this. I just haven't. So here I am today. I wanted to finally get to this video, and let me give you guys first. Walk that upstairs, but this is kind of my little home gym. I know it's a little bit ghetto, it's a little bit small, but it works for me. So yeah, we got this bench, this PASU bench that I have done a video on, the unboxing. I've kind of taped up the feet here so I can slide this around. I mean, if you guys want a review on this, I can shoot this later. This tripod usually is not here, but I just got some extra light because this is quite dim here. Foam roller, this is usually not here, but I included this in, and because I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I got some hockey cards here that I need to post and sell. We're gonna get to this later. And you've seen this video before. This is the gymnastic rings that I really like. Quick. They have this quick, it's not cabana, I can't think of the word right now, but they have this quick release mechanism that's really quick and easy. You just kind of unlock it, and then you can move the pistons up and down. What I wanted to know mostly before buying this, and I couldn't find the answer, was the distance between these two. So check my other video out if you are curious. It's a little messy in the back there. I know this is the crawl space. I would like to put like a bar here. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I got the peanut butter, and here it is. These are the MX Selects, the stand that I did a video on. There's like a trigger point release thing, some bands that I use for my my hamstring pulls, the stick, nice massager, just something for me to spray down, yoga block, foam roller, that one's really good, I love it, for when you're sore, mirror, so I can check myself out. But yeah, today, this is going to be the star on what we're reviewing. So these are the MX 55s, MX Select 55s. These go up to 55 pounds. And there's the MX 85, which goes up to 85. And I think there's an MX 35 or 30. That is about 30 pounds. Yeah, so I've had these a few months now, and I've really gotten used to them. I don't have the decals on the top yet. MX Select, I have requested from them. They have sent those to me, so we will get to that in this video, but it's kind of the legend. We'll talk about this in a second, but yeah, that's kind of it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so we just had a few seconds to set up here. So this is the MX Select. I got 3 plates on each side. They're 2.5 pounds each. So if you do the math, let me just check. 3 plates is 20 pounds. Okay, so we got 20 pounds, right? 5, 10, and then I guess that's the base amount, whatever. Anyways, this is kind of the OG of all adjustable dumbbells, the power blocks, and honestly, these are great. No issues with them at all. I just hated how you have to pull this out. It's plastic, and then put it in the right thing. And this centerpiece was always not like, I had to like really shuffle these or like hold them tight when I was pulling this selector piece out and then jabbing them in a different area, it wouldn't line up with the other side. So you kind of like it go like angled up or down. It just annoyed me. It wasn't quick, it wasn't easy. They are probably the first adjustable dumbbells that came on the market. And honestly, they're great. I mean, this one was 24 pounds. It was a little bit light. It's not bad, but it was not the best. Other people that hate this is because you see your hand is kind of sunken into this, whereas this is more of a dumbbell. Now, probably the hottest brand on the market right now is the Noubell, if I'm saying that correctly at least. And I thought about getting those, to tell you the truth. But in the end, I opted for these MX55s because I'm going to show you why I think these are a little bit better. The main reason is these are full metal. And how this mechanism works, let me just pause the video. I got to figure out how to get my tripod here. Okay, back here, my tripod is too short and I wanted to film here because it's brighter. Anyways, in short, how these work is you push this up and then you turn this. See, there's the indicator there. So right now I'm on 5 and so on and so forth. So right now there's, what is this, 2 plates, so I'm on 3. You see when I click, when I turn this here to 4, this comes out, and so on and so forth. Just like the Noubells. The problem with the Noubells is the mechanism inside here is all plastic, whereas this is metal. We're gonna tear this apart and take a look. And the interesting thing about these adjustable dumbbells, and one thing that I absolutely love is, for example, here we'll go to 2. We'll pop that in. Some people find it annoying because you have to adjust both. I actually think of that as a benefit. So this comes out like that. So essentially how this works is you see these notches here. This digs up into this section here. So this actually cannot move left, right, or up. Do you see this? Like pushing it, like it can't move this way, it can't move this way, it can't move this way. The only way it can move is down. I mean, that's gravity that's pulling down. And when this bar in here comes out, it's stopping it from going downwards, right? So that's essentially how the mechanism itself works. And so I was saying how some people will think this is a disadvantage. I know Pepin, they're a Montreal company. They have like a Noubell killer, but it's like very expensive. It's worth the price because it's all metal, but they also have that bar in the middle. So it's coming back to like the power block look. The Noubell one, or like Noubell comparatives, like there's also the Bowflex one, which is just weird because it becomes very long unless you have all the weights in. I mean, take a look at the pictures. I think that one's probably one of the cheaper ones because you can find them on eBay, but for now, like Noubell is by far the most popular. I think they just do a very good job marketing. I think the best ones still are these MX Selects because it's all metal inside. Anyways, what I was getting at is a lot of people, whoa, I'm holding this tripod with my legs. A lot of people really dislike, okay, there we go. A lot of people really dislike the fact that you need to do both sides when you adjust weights. I actually really like it because I'm not the strongest guy in the world, and I don't need to have like the 85. That's why I opted for the 55. A lot of exercises you can get away with using lighter weights. In my opinion, you just do a single arm, or like, for example, when I do like hip thrust, then I just do single-legged instead of doing 2 legs when I stack the full, like one full set of dumbbells, or instead of doing I'll do like Bulgarian split squats where I'll just use 1 leg versus doing 2 in a lunge. So there's definitely ways around it, and in some sense, like form or factor. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for the big guys that are reading the comments. I'm not one of them. I just wanted to get back in shape, and these work perfectly for me because I can adjust it. And what I mean is, say I'm doing like a tricep tricep extension over my head, or even a skull crusher, I can actually drop this weight. Like I can go like this, and it's weird because it's off balance, yes, but I'm just lifting it. A skull crusher, I'm just lifting it over my head anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm hypothetically, I can go like this, and then so now I'm doing whatever the math is. I've dropped 5 pounds off there. So this is 20 minus. So this is 15 pounds now. I'm probably doing the math wrong, but you get my drift. Like I find the flexibility of that great. The second thing I love about this is, for example, when you're doing drop sets, the last thing you want to do is you don't want to be re-racking this, the Noubell. And I'm not saying this to attack Noubell, but the Noubell, you have to like put it back in. You have to like physically take this. Oopsies. You have to take this. You have to re-rack it. Like, I'm not working out right now, and I'm already having a tough time. Oh, sorry, it's this side. It's not going to fit around because the plates came out. You have to, for the Noubell, you have to re-rack it, and then you do this, and then you take it back out. But with the MX Selects, when you're doing a drop set, you'll do exactly what I just did. You'll drop just a plate off of it. Oh yeah, you'll just drop a plate off like that, and then bam, it's in like the next drop set. And I just find that so convenient because, like, twofold. One is when you're tired, the last thing you want to do is still struggle to like re-rack your dumbbells. The Noubell ones are like, do not drop at any cost because of the plastic mechanisms, internals. And yeah, I know there's like the 2-year warranty, but still, like, they're gonna break. These ones, they're advertised don't drop them because there's mechanisms inside, but they're pretty easy to fix. We'll get into in a second. I'm gonna take this off, but coming back to it, when you do drop sets, I love these because I can just do like, I don't know, 40 pounds, and I can just drop 2 plates off and then rep the next like 10 sets out and then drop another plate off and do 8 until I'm like really fatigued. And it's just quick to like go like that. You know, I'm putting plates on, but you get the drift, right? Like drop set on, and then this one here. Quick and easy. Yeah, done. So, yeah, I think that's one of the best features of these. Some people think it's like a downside, but I love it. This here, this grip, I don't mind it. This is supposed to be antimicrobial. It's not the, I forget the word, but the metal one, it's not that type, which feels great. But I wear gloves anyway, so it doesn't bother me. So these are fine. One thing here, so I bought this set a while back, and then I bought this wicked stand here. You definitely need the stand. At first I thought, nah, you know, I'm gonna save money and not buy the stand. You need the stand. Like, don't cheap out, because the spacing, like those are my bands underneath, and then it's the stand, because you're gonna be tired when you re-rack. Essentially, if you don't get the stand, you get this piece, and then that's it. The stand is this. So re-racking these are not hard, but when you're tired on your last set, everything gets exponentially harder. So not that bad. My left is a bit weaker, so I don't have this much control. But yeah, there we go. The other thing also is the Noubell ones, like this stand is made out of plastic, and that just scares the heebie-jeebies out of me, because people in the comments even said like pieces will crack and fall out all the time. I don't know. It's just, you're spending good money on these. They're not cheap. Do it right, is my opinion. Okay, so next thing I want to get into here is what I want to do. How am I going to do this? Let's put this on the ground. Pardon all the shake. This is a home production video. There we go. See if I can angle my camera a bit lower here. All right, there we are. So the new MX Selects that you buy will come with these decals pre-placed on. I emailed their support team, great people, and they sent me these decals here. Oh, nice. They sent me 6. I totally don't need that many. I only need 3. Yeah, that was very nice of them. So it goes kind of like that. And so when all right, let's turn these around. So when you put this on, you don't have to keep running back to the base to see what weight you're having them on. So that's 10. 1 is a 10. I mean, it won't matter anymore. So that's 10, 15, 20, 55 is the max, which was the old 10. Let's see if this is right. Oh, no. Okay. It's this side. I almost screwed that up. Yeah, so 55 is going to be the 10. And then, yeah, that's for this side here. So I'm just going to put one of these on. Guess I don't need to pop it up. I should probably clean these before I do it. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to wipe this down with rubbing alcohol. I'll be right back. Okay. Just wipe these down with some rubbing alcohol so that this will stick. I'm just going to wait a few seconds for this to dry. And let's put these decals on. And I remember when the support, I think his name's Adam, when he emailed me, when we chatted a bit about these, he mentioned that these are they're coated, so even if you sweat on them, they're not gonna lose its name or whatnot. So there we go. That is it. That looks great. I'll do these ones later. We don't need to do that on camera, but yeah. Like I mentioned, the new ones that you get will come with these. If you do have MX Select dumbbells from before and you don't have those, reach out to them. Like, maybe they'll sell them, or maybe they'll just give them for free. I'm not too sure. I think I was lucky he actually just gave them to me, so I don't want to solicit that, but it's up to them, I guess. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is this. Okay, so let's get some better lighting in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this probably is gonna void my warranty, so don't do this. I'm just doing it for, I don't know, for science, put it that way. So I'm gonna take this off. If you guys really are curious why I mark these, I'm gonna tighten these back to spec, I guess, on what they came at. So this is the base plate that connects to the mechanism. So we will see what this looks like inside. I've seen pictures of it on their website, but I will show you guys in person here. I mean, we'll see if there actually is any plastic inside. They always talk about how it's all metal. Oh, notice this one's also shorter. So I'm going to put those in proper place so I remember where they came. Again, these also, when you buy them, they say don't drop them. But if they are truly metal, like, I don't think you should throw them. I mean, I never throw them, but sometimes at the end of the workout, like end of a set, at the end of a set, you're just tired and you just can't hold them up anymore, and you definitely will drop them. So I would be nervous to drop dumbbells if they were made out of plastic. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh, crazy. So this is what it looks like on the inside part. And I've also talked to their support. They mentioned like, my hand was in the way. These are very cheap to replace, these parts. Well, this one, hold on, let's compare this with another plate. Let's see if it's the same. It's a little bit different. So, okay, we'll get to that in a second. But so this one here, the base plate that connects onto the handlebar has this part here. These ones do not. And these are all metal as well. They're coated in this plastic, which is actually quite nice. If they were just sheer metal, it wouldn't feel as nice. But yeah, so this is that piece here. So if any of this warps or breaks, you just buy another of these plates and then you're kind of back in the game, which is quite nice. So that's that inner plate here. I'm gonna put that down and let's put this up again. So let's go. So when you press this button to the side, and they'll pop up the yellow knob. So that's what happens. When you press that, it releases this somehow. I haven't figured out how. Oh, I see. Do you guys see in here? Do you see that notch? Let me move my light. You see that notch right there? Right there. So that locks into that. So when you release this, then this comes up. Cool. Yeah, and there's a nice amount of grease in there. I think probably in, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 years times, probably we'll need to re-grease these wheels. And do not spray WD-40 in here, guys. That's a degreaser, not a greaser. You do not want to be degreasing this thing, okay? I'm gonna get one more plate here to raise this. It's a little bit low. I'll get two more plates. Yeah, so if we do the math, let's do the math here. So with no plates, this is 10 pounds. And then with one on each side is 15. Yeah, so they're 2.5 pounds each. So it's 5 pounds per set and 10 for the base. So this base, I mean, now without this plate on, well, technically there's a 2.5, that's 2.5. So this center mechanism is 5 pounds because it's 10 pounds with this plate on, and every plate after is 2.5. Okay. Anyways, let's raise this up a little bit. So, I mean, this is plastic. This housing is plastic. So someone did ask me, is this housing plastic? The answer is yes. So the good thing about the Pepin one that's made in Montreal, that's like, I thought about buying that one as well, but I think it was something like $1,800, and like, you know, I'm not like a huge fitness buff, so I just opted for something that was affordable. And I think most people are in sort of the same range as me. Maybe that's projection error on my part, but that's my thought. And then when you twist it, I am curious what makes that beautiful, lovely ticking noise. When their marketing promo videos are done really well, because all you hear is this click, like they do this click. It just gets very addictive when you're working out yourself. So yeah, that's kind of it. You got a hex bolt on the bottom there. Let me this light over. Better view here. There we go. That's much nicer lighting. I could do this all day. All right. I can, like, if this was dropped, still at the end of the day, please do not drop any dumbbells. It's even in full metal ones, but they're. Well, I think it could hold up. I think it's placed together quite well. This is quite compact. There's really no vertical movement, but I mean, if you drop these enough with full weights, it would probably still damage them. And this, I guess this kind of makes me a little bit concerning. Like these 4 screws in here are just, because a lot of times I pull on this plate and I do like, I don't know, like sumo squats, and I'm holding the dumbbell basically on this plate. I mean, going forwards, I should probably knowing this, I should hold it off here and not off the plate, because the plate is just held on by these 4 screws. So I guess that is a little bit concerning, but yeah. I mean, I think if you're not rough with these, they will stand the test of time. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm going to put this back together. This is the plate. Put this back together. And I'm going to put this back together, and I'm going to show you the last few things that I had on my mind. One was about the shape of these. I've talked a lot about pros. I'm just going to get into some cons. I mean, maybe I'm being overcautious, but like, this is a pretty long screw, so maybe I'm being overly cautious, saying like it concerns me. I don't know. Time will tell. Maybe I'll do a 10-year review. Anyways, as with everything that you do, remember not to. Well, I shouldn't say that. With most things that you do when you're tightening, remember to do cross pattern. I think the only time when I did it in a circle was when I did my transmission oil pan. It's said to do it in like this so that you will seal the thing in that like manner instead of like cross whatevering it. But this one I'm going to cross. Can't think of the words today, but I'm going to cross tighten, if that makes any sense. Oh, that's interesting. I tightened it beyond where it was before. Unless I'm missing one full rotation. No, I've definitely tightened it more than it did before. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. Let's wipe this down. Turn this light off. we let me put this tripod here. Okay, so final comments here. So, whoa. Let's get some plates on. You know what? I am going to rewrap them so I don't have to do the math or count the plates. So this is just 25, 25, no big deal. So last things here, great thing about these, like they're dumbbell-y. So you can use these to put on the ground and do push-ups off of. I broke my wrist when I had my motorcycle accident. So my right wrist is actually broken. So when I do push-ups like that, it really hurts my wrist. So I do them like this. Push-ups like off dumbbells, and so totally can do that because the bottoms here are flat. You can see that. You can rest them on your knees like this. Like this is how you always start like this, and then you get into it to do kind of like pushes like that. So what I love about these, I was saying earlier, just kind of put them on the ground, and then you just pop. Just drop a plate off each. You lift it up, drop the plates, do the other side. And there we go. Now we're at 20 pounds each. Get into it. I mean, after that, you're done, you drop it off and go for the other one. So, yeah, those are probably the two perks that I really like about these, like MX55s. The middle is great, price is great. Compared to the Noubell, they're cheaper. Compared to the Pepin, they're cheaper. They're more expensive than the Bowflex, but the Bowflex ones look really stupid. There's a few other new brands that have come out recently that also are, there's a few China Noubell replacements as well. There's another adjustable dumbbell that came out recently that it looks kind of stupid. I don't remember the name, but again, it has this huge part here, and then when you rack it and you do the twist or the whatever, it picks up the plates or not for the weight. This one is just simple, easy mechanism. It works. Things that I don't love about them, and this is probably the only thing. I've yet to find something, and let me know in the comments below if you're an owner of these MX Selects, or if you can think of something that I haven't thought about through. Like I work out about, not as much as I should. I try to do 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I end up just doing twice, or one day, sorry. Like one thing I don't love about these is you see this plate, it's kind of, it's easier to see here. It's angled like this. So when you have it upside down, the weight is a little bit oddly not evenly distributed. Compared to like a Iron Masters or a Power Blocks or a traditional dumbbell, which it's like any way you hold it, it's linear. This, like, if you're doing bicep curls, it's definitely heavier now on the bottom. It just feels weird. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's now bottom heavy. Here it's top heavy, which is fine, but it's just weird sometimes when you pick it up and you don't have it perfectly straight. And for the most part, I think that's a small issue, but when you're tired and you're in your last set, like, these small things really make the difference. Anyhow, I wish I jotted down more notes before doing this, but I hope everyone got a little bit more information, had fun watching this video. It's about 30 minutes long now. I didn't intend for it to be that long. I always ramble on. If you've watched my other videos about my comics and my cards, I always talk about weird stuff here and there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope everyone also works out a lot. I know I definitely don't enough, but resistance training is very important to your health, so I urge everyone to get into it and exercise. I also sometimes just take the plates off and I just lift it on my last set. Sometimes, like when I'm doing back belt and I'm like, the last set I just can't with the dumbbell because that's minimum 10 pounds. I'll just pick a plate that's 2.5, or I'll sandwich two together. Maybe don't recommend doing this because they might fall apart, but I'll go like that. And remember, like, when you hold one plate, they're not going to go nowhere unless it's this way, because that's just gravity. So that's what that thing, that rod in the middle does to prevent it from falling down this way. Like, you see, it'll still fall down, but my finger's holding it. So these are pretty good in place. So yeah, again, sometimes I'll just take two plates like this and I'll be wrapping out like my last set that I just super fatigued. It's 5 pounds, sure, but sometimes even when you lift your arm, I remember watching Physical 100 and Iron Ben when he lost that one challenge where you could no longer push anymore. He said, "I want to hug you, man, but I can't even lift my arms up." Yeah, so anyhow, that's pretty much it for today. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you guys want to see. It was really fun shooting this and sharing this. Like I said, I'm not sponsoring anything. I bought these myself, and I even showed the receipt, I think, on the last video because I got them on sale. So yeah, definitely check it out. And I know there's a lot of last comment here. I know there's a lot of Noubell fans out there. Don't get me wrong, they're great. I don't have them myself. I have the Power Blocks to compare with, and I have the MX Selects. The Noubell ones have the issues that I've found and I've read about online. The plastic is just a huge issue. The internal mechanisms plastic is a problem, yes. The MX Selects, as you saw, the housing is plastic. If it was full metal, that'd be cooler. It'd kind of be like the Pepin one, but then the Pepin one still has those two weird bars on the side. But the fact that the rack, when you re-rack them in, I've heard so many people complain that when the weights are so heavy and you re-rack them, the rack slides around and moves around everywhere. And I don't know if they have a stand version, and even if the stand version, it's the same thing. Like those plastic, I can't stand it. Like I couldn't stand it. Let me flip this camera. This MX Select, this is what the stand looks like. It's all metal. And if you want to get more information about the stand, watch my other video about the stand. I kind of go into details about it, about the stand. One other negative thing that I thought about, that I wish I made notes down, but I didn't, is this is not expandable. The stand stops here. The problem, the Pepin one's great because they have the extension kit. I think a few other ones like Power Blocks, I think, has an extension. These ones, there's no way to do the extension because the plates on the 85 are bigger. Now, maybe it works, or maybe they can get an adapter where it's like the middle one, like the actual handlebar. Like maybe this piece can have an adapter to the bigger plates. The MX85, which goes up to 85 pounds each, these plates are larger. The 30 are probably small on these ones. These are the 55s. So that's another small disadvantage. And disadvantage, this is peeling already. Oh, not very sticky. Anyways, that's not important. I should just glue stick that back down. Yeah. Anyways, I think that covers it. And yeah. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. It's been a long video, but hopefully this has been helpful. And if you guys do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Sorry, I was just taking down my gymnastic rings here. If you guys do have any comments, let me know. Your questions, sorry. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And we'll go from there. Anyhow, happy working out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye.